ends in 2 days. There's a reason advertisers often emphasize that a sale won't last forever. According to the scarcity principle, when something is hard to obtain, it makes us more inclined to buy it. We humans see opportunities as more valuable if their availability is limited, and this seems to be because we just plain hate missing out. A 1982 study by one of Cialdini's students showed that when shoppers were told of a limited-time sale on meat, they bought 3 times more than if there was no time limit. Interestingly, this effect was compounded when people were told that only a select few knew about the sale. The scarcity of both the offer and the information itself made shoppers buy 6 times more meat than customers unaware of either limit. So when does scarcity become a powerful influence on our decision-making? 2 conditions need to be fulfilled. First, we tend to want something more if its availability has decreased recently than if it has remained steady over time. This is why revolutions tend to happen when living conditions deteriorate sharply rather than when they are consistently low. The sudden drop increases people's desire for something better, so they take to the streets. Second, competition always sets our hearts racing. Whether in auctions, romances, or real estate deals, the thought of losing something to a rival often turns us from reluctant to overzealous. This is why, for example, real estate agents often mention to buyers that several other bidders are also interested in a given house, whether true or not. In fact, a competitive situation can induce a feeding frenzy for a scarce good, even among seasoned negotiators. Take the story of Barry Diller, an executive at the TV network ABC, who was considered a mogul for his success in the entertainment industry. But then, in 1973, he paid $3.3 million for the right to show the movie The Poseidon Adventure on TV, once. This was the highest amount ever paid for a one-time showing of a film, and ABC later estimated it would lose $1 million on this deal. So why on earth did Diller pay this unprecedented amount? Simple. This was the first time the rights were sold to networks in an open bid auction, where the competitors' bids were visible to each other. This pushed the buyers into an irrational bidding war, and when the dust settled, ABC's competitors were actually relieved they hadn't won. Meanwhile, Diller grimly stated that ABC would never participate in such an auction again. To counter the eagerness that arises from scarcity, we should always consider whether we want the item in question because of its use to us, for example, its taste or function, or merely because of an irrational wish to possess it. When scarcity is being used against us, the answer will often be the latter.